Here to start with, I am adding 70 inches cords, so I'll be adding 18 cords in total, and these 18 cords will make three patterns which I'm going to make around the hoop. So these three patterns I'm taking longer cords because these 18 cords which I will use in the beginning three patterns will be staying down for the dream catcher's hanging part. Here I've pinned the cords down, and then I'm taking first four cords to make a square knot, as you can see, and then I'll make three square knots in total in next to it, because with the three square knot we'll be making one design. So here I've done one, making another square knot. Now I'm starting a third square knot. After this square knot there will be two more square knot under these three, which I'll show you now. To make next square knot, I've taken two cords out from the last square knot and two cords from the second square knot and made one. So I'm going to do the same next to it, two cords. So as you can see, two cords are left on both sides. Now we have two square knots under three square knots. Now we are going to do the similar thing and make one square knot under these two square knots. Here we have completed three lines of a square knot. Now we separated the half cords, and from one side we are taking the first cord from the beginning and tying with the rest four cords. So I'm using double hitch knot to tie like this, and then after we finish this side I'm going to do the same on the other side. Here you can see I've finished both lines. Now after finishing the both lines, at the end we have these two lines and we're going to tie them on each other, as you can see. And again I'm using double hitch knot, and then I'm going to make one more similar line. So to do that, what I'm before that I'm going to do leave one cord on both side and then start tying. As you can see, I have left one cord and took one cord towards this side, and then I'll be tying 4 cords on it. Here you can see I have tied all 4 cords, and what am I going to do on the other side? Leave 1 cord and take 1 cord to this side, and as you can see there are 4 cord left, but then tie double hitch knot with the 4 cords on this cord, as you can see. Now at the end I have also tied the last 5th cord, which you can see, and now I'm going to make another same thing. So leave 1 cord from the other side and then tie these 3 cords using double hitch knot. Now do the same on the other side, leave 1 cord and take another one towards down, and then tie double hitch knot using 3 cords, and then at the end tie both middle cords on each other using double hitch knot as shown. So here we have created our first pattern. So we're going to create the same thing around the hoop. Here I added 18 cords of 2 meters and I made this design. I've shown you this first design. I'm going to make the same design up here, but I'm not going to add this same length of cords because we added these cords to let it hang, because we are making dream catcher. So these cords will be hanging and the other side cords will not be hanging, so we want to cut them short. So the rest of the cords will be of 40. The rest of the cords I'm adding here. Okay, so here I've created 3 more designs with the 45 inches cords, and here are the 3 designs which we created with the 80 inches cords, and it has a long strands which we're going to use as a dream catcher. So now I am going to add more cord. As we can see there is more space, and make another design. So there is already 1 added, so now I'm adding 5 more to create another design. So here I've completed it all, and here we have the longest 3 designs where we have not the longest design, where we have the longest cord, 2-meter cords, and here we have 45 inches cords. So I'm just going to keep them downwards so that I know which one to cut later. And now I'm simply going to take another ring which just fits the design, and this ring is of 12.5, you can say 12.5 inches diameter. Now I'm simply gonna first tie with the bottom here. So I'm just taking the cord out, so all the cords staying here, and I'm just taking the out and making a double hitch knot up here like this. Another one. And as you see here, it's a lot of gap because this should come here. So I'm just gonna make one more. So whenever you feel like that, you should always make one extra knot out of that. Like here also I might have to make one extra knot because stretching it to the other side. There, now it's on the same. So now here it should come around here. So these cords are from the longest one, where we tie them for now. So I'm simply going to cut these into. So here you can see I've combed them, also these fringes, and also I didn't cut any thread, any hanging. I added some new cord here to make this twisted braid. Also I made some braid here. I'm going to make one braid in the middle, so like this side braid I'm going to make here with these two fringes as I did here. So I left one cord, and then I made a twisted cord up here. So I'm going to do the same here, and then I'm going to leave two cords, so two cords, and then I'm going to make this braid up here first. So to make the braid on, I'm going to start with this one. To make the braid on this one, what am I going to do? I'm going to take a 3 mm cord. Here you can see I've taken 3 mm cord. It is thin than this one. So I'll take 3 mm cord, and I'll measure the height I want for my braid. So I want the braid probably up to here, so I'm going to measure the height up to here. So the length I want to braid up to is 17 inches, and for this I am taking 190 inches long 3 mm cord, which I'm going to use to make this twisted bit here.